This isn't Mars, but it looks a lot like one of Elon Musk's idea of a holiday destination. We're going to hike to the Pico Viejo crater and we'll tell you what it's like while we do it. We start very early in the morning from the same place as yesterday, Mirador de la Ruleta parking lot, revisiting the old champs Roques de Garcia. If you haven't seen that vlog, maybe you should. A link will be in the description. As you can see, Cornelia looks ready for a Siberian expedition, a side effect of glancing at the car's dashboard, which read 4 degrees Celsius when we parked. This is October morning on Teide Plateau for you. But worry not, because things are about to change soon. These signs let us know that we are about to enter a protected area called Los Regatones Negros. This is the point where we leave Roques de Garcia trail, and yes, for this particular trail called PNT 23 you need a reservation through the official app TenerifeON. We're getting overtaken by some trail runners. Tenerife, and especially the Teide Plateau, is a haven for them. One of the most famous mountain races, the Tenerife Blue Trail, takes place on this island. As we watch Roques de Garcia getting smaller behind us and the mighty Las Cañadas ridge towering in the distance, the landscape starts to open up, and it dawns on us what we're actually doing here. Wandering about on a trail in a volcanic desert under direct sun with nothing but rocks and sky for company. But I'll let the main man tell you about this.
Right, what we have here is a bit of shade and that is extremely rare on this trail. Yeah, I'm gonna miss this. The trail is continuously uphill. It's not brutal, but it's continuous. So I have to be prepared for this. As I said, carry enough water, food, electrolytes, everything. And sunscreen. Yeah, that's paramount. Usually, my backpack is just ginormous because I'm needlessly carrying every possible lens I have, and it's really not needed. Look at that. I mean, look over there. That is the Las Cañadas caldera rim. A striking difference since probably 2 hours and a half ago, when Cornelia was shaking her teeth loose because of the cold. Right now about extra 3 layers of clothing are in her backpack. It's just our footsteps. That's the only sound, and occasionally the panting when we pass through some steeper section. But right now it's peachy. Apparently there are some going down sections over here. Cuchi cuchi coo!
As we cross these vast lava fields, we can't gloss over how beautifully maintained this trail is. I mean, look at it. Now imagine crossing these slopes on sheer volcanic boulders. You'd blow out an ankle or a knee in less than a kilometer. But instead, we get an alley so smooth you could bike on it. And as it happens, we did this hike on Hispanic Day, a national holiday. The whole island was in a festive mood, so we can only say happy anniversary, people of Spain, we're enjoying the fruits of your labor up here. So,
the mighty sandwich. Yes, the mighty sandwich. This is so good. I mean, the watch says I burned 1100 calories and I haven't had any food or drink yet. Right, so we did find a bit of shade and we had breakfast and it was great.
This impressive boulder is a lava ball. Here in Tenerife they're aptly named Huevos del Teide, Teide's eggs, or Teide's I could say, but I'm not going to. They formed when chunks of solidified rock broke off during eruptions and rolled down the fresh lava flows, picking up layers of molten material as they went, like making a giant volcanic snowball. This one towers over Cornelia and it's not even the biggest. Some are more than 4 meters across. The entire area around Pico del Teide and Pico Viejo is peppered with monoliths like this one.
Right, so we have 296 meters to climb left, and the going it starts to get tougher indeed, but we soldier on. Roques de Garcia seems so far away right now. Let's keep pushing. It says 290 to climb. We overtook the Spanish guys again. This is the work. This is the business. And somebody has forgotten a glove here. This is a kitchen glove at 3000 meter elevation. I think we should sign that glove and say something like Gordon Ramsay was here. How are you feeling? Are you okay? Yes. No, there is no food because the person who brought it also forgot to bring the oven. Where there is a glove, there is a pizza. The unwritten rules of Italian hikers. Sadly, that glove probably belonged to a German, so there is no pizza. Not even a bratwurst or a pretzel, sauerkraut, and some other Bavarian delicacies. None of that. And we still climb. I am chuffed to bits to see what's beyond that ledge. Probably another ledge, because we still have about 180 meters to climb. And yes, this right here is proper work. And that is Cornelia. Look how tiny she is compared to that giant monolith. I am 100% saying that that's the rim of the crater. Status is go! I wish I could hum and take my breath away, but I can't. I can barely speak English. Now where's the path? I think we'll have to scramble. Okay, so when I thought that that was the ledge and beyond that is the volcano, I was right. Yes, I was. When I say I was, I meant I wasn't. Because actually that is the crater rim. But thankfully we don't have much to go.
And at last, after more than 1,000 meters of climbing, we reach the crater rim at 3,129 meters elevation. Your average Google Earth 3D view doesn't do it justice. You have to be here and experience this fantastic mouth of the beast yourself. The crater is about 800 meters across and over 200 meters deep, painted in colors from minerals oxidizing over countless eons. Right across from us stands the big brother, Pico del Teide, at 3,718 meters, the only thing dwarfing this enormous crater on the island. Standing on the edge of this crater feels like nothing else. You feel insignificant, a tiny speck in a giant painting, humbled by the majesty of nature. And after a moment of reflection, a sandwich and a ton of photos, we turned around and headed back down.
We came, we saw, we conquered. It was, as you heard, perfectly splendid, and yes, something that we had on our list for quite a while. And indeed, you need to be very aware. Okay, so we are at the end, and yes, it was hard. It was an uneventful and boring but difficult and challenging descent, and by the end we did 16 kilometers with almost 1100 elevation. That's it for today. We're gonna eat something and then head back home. Bye bye.
Bye.